Hey guys, welcome back to the Friday Vlog, where we discuss activity that goes on here with the BuzWeaver channel. That includes things like current events, headlines that are in the news, pop culture, social media, technology, and items of interest that come up during the week that allow us to have a little bit of a dialogue, to include shorts as well as community posts on the channel. And I want to thank all you guys across New Tech as well as here on YouTube for your guys' continued support here in 2024.
We start things off from the Hill. Special counsel finds Biden willfully retained classified documents, no charges filed. Well, is anyone surprised? As we have said here on the BuzWeaver channel, the establishment and the Democrats, the leftists, have weaponized our country and our legal system. They have hijacked our culture and hijacked our institutions. They have given themselves all this power that they are now terrified that Donald Trump could use against them should he become president once again, and I believe that he will. A special counsel investigating President Biden's handling of classified materials concluded his case, determining that Biden willfully retained classified documents, but stopping short of bringing charges against the president. Now, why on earth would they want to do something like that, considering he is now currently the chief executive? Special counsel Robert Hur released his findings in a 388-page report after a roughly year-long investigation into how classified document from Biden's time as vice president ended up in an old office space at his Wilmington, Delaware home. Well, 388 pages, all that information culminated down into the fact that nothing is going to happen to the establishment uni-party surrogate president. Who is surprised? Let me know down in the comments if this is of any surprise to you. And of course, make sure you hit that like button, because we have to tell the algorithm that conservative commentary here on YouTube needs to be elevated, I suppose. I say it just on my own account, but you guys know what I mean. Attorney General Merrick Garland appointed her in January as a special counsel, tasking him with determining whether any laws were violated given the mishandling of records. So willfully obtained the documents and mishandling of records. And ended up being, ladies and gentlemen, we investigated ourselves and we did not find anything wrong as to our process and procedures. So obviously we are not guilty of anything. This is absolutely a double standard. What more can be said? Now, as of this recording, as I am recording this right now on Thursday, as we also recorded earlier, or I'll just say for the sake of easiness, the oral arguments from the Supreme Court from yesterday on Donald Trump, looking like it's going to be a unanimous decision by the Supreme Court, possibly 9-0, as I just said, unanimous, as I repeat myself, that he can't be removed from the ballot in any real state, because as the justices were suggesting, then we would end up with states deciding who could or could not elect a president. And that's the whole point, you see. The establishment wants to be in total and full control. Their desire is to control the outcome of anything, basically. So here we have, as I was mentioning, as of this recording right now, within a minute of this recording, as of now, Biden will be talking about apparently the mental health fitness that came out in a special counsel report. So I don't know whether I think he's going to be talking about that if he's even able to, but nonetheless, he is going to be beginning that right now. But the left is completely losing its mind over the Supreme Court decision or the oral arguments because they see the writing on the wall. But as we have said here many times, it has never been about the rule of law or justice. It is always about painting Donald Trump in a negative light. Breaking, former CNN legal analyst Jeffrey Toobin explodes, writes, "It's a historic disgrace for the Supreme Court that Clarence Thomas is on the bench for today's argument. The legal issue in the case is about the insurrection in which his wife was a participant." The thing is, it wasn't you see what I'm saying, guys? It's not about that. It was about the Colorado ruling. This is not a mystery. The situation was involving Colorado. Yeah, the Article 3 of the 14th Amendment does need to be addressed so that these insufferable, evil people can be put in their place and have their mouth shut, but they're not going to stop. Here's the thing, too. This is just absolutely amazing. From Brooklyn Dad Defiant, the bot, the Twitter bot, the antagonist, the agitator. Your entire block of midday programming, starting with Andrea Mitchell, NBC News, and ending with Kathy Tur, is horrible and highly unwatchable. It forces him to change the channel and sometimes just turn the TV off entirely. I am not alone in this opinion. Of course, you all work as a collective. You're a hive mind. Their coverage of President Biden is usually very fair, unbalanced, negative, and even Fox News-like. Now, your audience, this is the election year. You see, they're always speaking for them. See, the left considers themselves the arbiters of truth. They're the ones who tell you what to believe, what to think, and what to do. You don't have your own agency, because if you have your own agency, that means you might do something they don't want you to do. You might do something that goes against their narrative, or you may not agree with them. That means you're a terrible person. You need to be shamed and silenced. But what they're talking about is the special counsel, I think, also with Joe Biden, as well as the oral arguments from the Supreme Court today. It's absolutely amazing. And, of course, released just an hour ago, the interview with Tucker Carlson and Vladimir Putin, which I find fascinating, that they're like, how could Tucker be allowed to do this? Well, because he's an individual. He can make a choice. He can have his money. He can get a ticket. He can go to Russia. He is a journalist. He's a journalist. He's doing his job. He is going to hear from the person that everybody keeps demonizing. You see, the left, the establishment, the EU, the elites, the globalists want to be able to control the narrative. This is how they control narrative. They want to control any spin, any possible outcome, any possible wording, phrasing, accusations more specifically, about them from someone who is counter to their philosophy, their narratives, and their worldview. That would be Vladimir Putin. Now, I'm not here to defend Putin. I'm just simply saying, if you want to know what's in this man's mind, let's see what he has to say. If you disagree, sure. I'm sure a lot of what he says is also going to have spin, is also going to have a lot of underhandedness. And, of course, he'll probably mention proxy wars. I've not seen it yet, so I'm just kind of speculating here. Since it's a Friday vlog, I'm kind of going in many different directions here because I'm just elated, angry, and irritated all at the same time. But Donald Trump, as of the recording from earlier today, or I will just say from yesterday for you guys watching here in the future, it's amazing. The oral arguments absolutely irritated and humiliated the left, the Trump detractors. The Colorado state attorney who was there too, embarrassing interview that she had to do and drawn out. And, she was doing everything she could to backpedal and backstep and use legalese and weasel words and everything else to try to get out of it. But absolutely glorious day. As of this recording on Thursday, the victory for Donald Trump is going to be unanimous. And, of course, and then his absolutely dominating win in Nevada. It's not even being covered on the news. He's dominating so much. But that's what I have for you guys this Friday.
All right, guys, so that's going to wrap it up for this Friday vlog. Thank you for the likes, the shares, and the comments. And, of course, below this video, you can find the various social media links that I belong to, as well as if you order frequently from Amazon, you're a Prime member, or just simply order frequently, you can use my landing page links down below this video. It helps out the channel. And, of course, I have TrustZone VPN, so if you guys are in search of a virtual private network that just works and doesn't have all the bloat, TrustZone is an excellent choice. I've enjoyed it for years, but you guys have been amazing. So far, 2024 has been interesting, as we have been talking about now, as you see throughout the week when I do my top stories. So it's been an amazing process so far. Just hanging in there, trying to get things done, continuing on with the videos. And I want to thank all you guys across New Tech, as well as here on YouTube, for your guys' continued support as always, because you guys make it all happen. Appearing there on the screen, that would be the channel icon. You guys can click on that to subscribe, as well as to select notifications. That way you know when there's content here on the channel. And I'll see all you guys behind the Galaxy phone camera next week.